Alright, boys and girls, here are some tips for when driving or riding the expressway. Tip number 1. Enter the correct entry point. This rider was supposed to go southbound but did not pay enough attention, so he went northbound. This tip can save you time and money in the long run, especially with these gas prices. Tip number 2. Increase speed before merging. Stay on the rightmost lane, then build up speed before merging to oncoming traffic. Don't be that guy that merges too slow. It should go without saying when on a motorcycle to do a quick shoulder check, or at the very least, use your side mirrors, as well as your signal lights. Let's not normalize the turn first before looking or not looking at all way of riding or driving. Tip number 3. The overtaking lane is for overtaking. As much as humanly possible, do not linger in the overtaking lane. I know this might be on a case-to-case basis because of the divine road conditions in our Philippine expressways, but whenever possible, avoid staying in the overtaking lane, unless, well, you are overtaking. And when you do, please have enough speed to actually overtake. If that is too much for you, stay in the proper lanes. Tip number 4. Use your lane wisely. Ideally, motorcycles should have the right to use the full lane of where they currently are. But because we can't have nice things, using the whole lane wisely and with common sense can prevent horrible pain or becoming just another story. For example, this rider will constantly adjust the right, the center, or the left side of his lane as necessary due to road conditions, traffic conditions, field of view, an attempt to be easily seen by other motorists, and sometimes even the fear of vehicles speeding up from behind. Of course, mirror checks and shoulder checks should always still apply. But for the love of God, don't defend your whole lane to the death, no pun intended. Remember, motorcycles don't have cages or seat belts or airbags like cars. When you get hit or even sideswiped, you are very likely going down. Tip number 5. Anticipate your exit. Watch out for road signs about what exits are coming up next and plan ahead. Get in the correct lane as soon as possible, but carefully. Do not merge in and out. Use the next entry point to go back to the expressway if you made an incorrect exit or just simply change your mind. Tip number 6. Look both ways at all intersections. Majority of crashes, collisions, road rages happen at intersections, so be very careful at them. Do not go blindly into them, prepare to stop as necessary, and overall, just be mindful. Be timely as well. When it's your turn to go, go, but still with caution and full awareness of your surroundings. By the way, here's tip number 2 in action. First, build speed while staying in the rightmost lane. Next, mirror check and shoulder check. And then finally, merge with speed and do not slow down abruptly. Tip number 7. Plan your overtakes. And I don't mean putting it down on your planner or your calendar. This simply means that before you overtake, make sure there's actually room ahead for you. If another vehicle was overtaking before you, make it a habit to let them clear the vehicle that's being overtaken, and that there's also room in front of the vehicle being overtaken before you do your own. This way, if absolutely necessary, you can slot in easily back to the right if the vehicle in front of you suddenly stops or slows down for whatever reason. Spatial awareness and visibility is key here. Tip number 8. Be seen and be heard. By using the lane wisely, this rider got out of the tanker's blind spot by going to the left part of his lane and tapped his horn a couple of times as a courtesy reminder that he was indeed there, just in case the other driver was somehow planning to swerve to his lane. Minus points for this rider for not wearing a high visibility vest, but plus points for the tanker driver and the other truck drivers for staying in their designated lane. I asked the rider why he wasn't wearing a neon vest, but he has not responded yet. Tip number 9. Do not tailgate. Always leave plenty of space between you and the vehicle in front of you. This way, if they suddenly slow down or stop, you would have enough room to brake. Notice on this clip that the rider is technically on the overtaking lane. He said this is where the case-to-case basis applies. The rightmost lane is horrendous. Tip number 10. Give way to faster vehicles. If you are somehow in the overtaking lane because the slow lane is terrible and you see a vehicle coming at speed behind you because you're always checking your mirrors, give way. Don't let your ego get in the way. They might have valid reasons. Just let them pass and get on their way. Remember, the less vehicles in your proximity, the lesser chances of collisions. Tip number 11. Check your mirrors regularly. Monitor your mirrors constantly so you don't get surprised. This habit will make your reaction times better and is one of the foundations of defensive driving. This rider said his view always goes from the farthest point up front to mid-distance to directly ahead and then mirrors, plus shoulder checks and side glances as needed. Tip number 12. Avoid the oil line. At toll gates, avoid the middle line as much as possible. Because of the frequent stop and go of vehicles here, oil buildup usually concentrates in the middle. Stick to the lines where the four-wheel vehicle's tires are, and you prevent an unwanted embarrassing crash here. Tip number 13. Bring your cards. This rider said his cards were on his neon vest jacket, which he forgot. So he inconvenienced everyone here. Don't be this guy. Bring your cards. It's never the tollway management's fault that their readers are always randomly defective. It never is. Tip number 14. Stay on the right side of the lane. When on counterflow roads, it's best to stick to the right side of the lane majority of the time so we don't get surprised by lane violators and other eager vehicles approaching us. This also makes it easier for them to see us. Tip number 15. Use hand gestures. Whenever possible, use gestures. Not only does this confirm what you're trying to do, it can also be a way of saying excuse me, or sorry, or thank you, among others. Tip number 16. Slow vehicles on the right. If you are a slower vehicle, i.e. tricycles, pedicabs, or any other slower vehicle, stick to the right lane as much as possible, especially if there is such a lane and can fit your vehicle. At the very least, yield to faster vehicles. This is not only for the faster vehicle's safety, but for you as well. An errant dump truck or a driver who doesn't care can easily make your day worse here. Tip number 17. Slow down for curves. I know it's tempting to lean so much and touch asphalt with your knee, but it's never worth it. especially with the road conditions here in the PH. Not to mention the oncoming drivers. But leave your MotoGP speeds on the track if that's what you're after. Tip number 18. Keep a finger or two on your front brake. Provincial roads are some of the most unpredictable roads, so having quick access to your brakes is not only critical, but also super easy. Just rest a finger or two on your brake lever, so whatever comes your way, you can control your speed. Remember, the front brake has more stopping power than your rear brake. Quick summary. Riding can be enjoyable, especially if you get to your destination in one piece. All in all, these tips are just a mix of common sense, awareness, and the understanding that even though accidents happen, you still have lots of ways to mitigate and even prevent that outcome. Oh, and one last thing. Wear your safety gear or your seatbelt when driving a car. See you around and ride safe.